My name is Patty Parson and I'm the principal at Live Oak Elementary School. My students and my staff have really enjoyed using Thrively this year. Let's hear from them now.
Hi everyone, my name is Kim and I am a 4th grade teacher at Live Oak. I wanted to share a little bit about how Thrively has allowed my students to tap into their strengths and interests and how it has opened my eyes to the diversity and potential within my classroom. We use Thrively in a variety of ways. At the beginning of the school year, I have my students take the Thrively Strengths Assessment. Then, at parent-teacher conferences, I share the results of the assessment with the parents and the child. I have been amazed at the connection it provides for the family and how appreciative the parents are to see and hear about their child's gifts. Thrively helps me to not only understand each of my students' individual strengths, but it also helps me to better understand the dynamics of my class and how my students can complement each other. This allows me to create cooperative groups where students are able to build on their strengths to work together and solve problems. I also incorporate Thrively into some of my small group rotations. I assign lessons based on our class profile. Students enjoy working at their own pace to complete lessons and activities. We have explored lessons on multiple intelligences and how to work together as a team. At the end of each lesson, students use journal entries to share reflections and thoughts with me about what they have learned. Students are often able to make connections between what they have learned about themselves and how their strengths can open doors to a successful career and unlimited possibilities in the future. I am excited for you to hear from some of my students on how Thrively has helped them learn more about themselves.
Hello, my name is Jake Brown and I'm a 5th grade student in Miss Niece's class. Today I will be talking about how Thrively affects my life inside of school and outside of my school. My strengths. I think the test for strengths is really cool because when you're done, it tells you a little bit about yourself and who you are. And it's like when you're waiting for a puppy to get its personality, because like when you're gonna adopt it, they're gonna say, wait a couple weeks because you have to get their personality because they might have a mean or a nice personality. And like that, I learned that my strengths are social justice, compassion, creative skill, verbal, and assertiveness. Those are like my personalities, like a puppy. Thrively suggested this video which emphasizes my verbal strength. It was a video of bullying to see if random people stand up for a girl being bullied. So in the video, there were 2 girls. Number 1 was the bully, and number 2 was the bully. They were acting, by the way, so don't worry. So in the video, the bully was bullying a girl at a bus stop, and a stranger came by and told him to stop. I personally thought that was really cool because they were being verbal and compassionate about it. Thrively then suggested this video which emphasized my creative strength. This video was about a 6 to 7-year-old boy who literally took the time to make a whole arcade out of cardboard. That shocked me, and I was like, cool, I have cardboard in the back and a lot of time and tools. So I was excited to start building. And when I got home, I started building, and I built like 3 to 4 machines out of cardboard, and it was really fun. So please keep Thrively, because it's awesome.
Hello, my name is Annie Bronis. I'm in 5th grade in Miss Niece's class at Live Oak Elementary. Today, I'll be talking about my strengths and how they help me. How did I find my strengths? So, when you first get Thrively, you have to take a survey. And that survey helps you identify what strengths you have, or maybe knew about. For example, my top 3 strengths are appreciation, analytical strength, and social justice. I had no clue that those would be my strengths, and the coolest thing ever is that it gives you a little summary of what each of those strengths mean. For example, I had no clue what analytical means. And then I read about what the word means, and it means I can break problems apart into multiple steps and solve them in a certain order. I do that every day in math in order to solve word problems. How do I use my strengths? I use my strengths in so many ways, like, for example, social justice. I follow the rules, and that helps me in school when my teacher is talking, in soccer practice when my coach is talking, and at home when I'm helping to cook dinner. I need to follow rules so I don't get hurt. My most favorite thing about Thrively is that it lets me choose what pathways I want to do when I get older or right now. It also lets me learn more about my pathways. and it also has videos about my pathways that I chose. I think another cool part is that if you discover that you are not interested in one of the pathways identified, you can change it. What do I want to be when I grow up? I ask that question to myself every day. My dad is a horse trainer, and I think it's really wonderful that he works with horses. The thing that I always wanted to be when I grew up is to be the first woman ever to become the President of the United States of America. If that doesn't turn out well, I have backup dreams that I would love to be as well, like a jockey, a firefighter, and I want to be in the U.S. Marine Corps. You might notice something. I really love to serve others in so many ways, and Thrively has helped me to recognize this in myself.
Hi, my name is Steven, and I'm also in Miss Yerke's 4th grade class this year. I think Thrively is great for kids and students too. My favorite activities are the lessons, and I really enjoy learning from the assessments. They've taught me so much about myself. I think the Midas assessment was the best one so far. I've learned that I'm a creative and quick thinker. I've also learned about the multiple intelligence and found that I'm word smart, nature smart, and people smart. In other words, I love language, have a good sense of the natural world around me, and I'm great with communicating and working with others. It has been great to learn about my talents and strengths. Thrively has different activities that challenge your thinking and develop mind skills. I would say that Thrively is very fun and has helped me learn a lot about my life and the world around me.
Hi, my name is Shaylee, and I've been using Thrively in Miss Yerke's 4th grade class this year. I like that I can explore different lessons and then complete assessments that help me learn more about me. My favorite activity so far has been called Career Pathways. It has helped me to discover my strengths and interests, and I've been able to explore different careers I can do when I grow up. It even has helped me to think about the future when I get old and retire, and other jobs that might be interesting to me. I enjoy completing the journals at the end of the Thrively activities. Reflecting on the lessons helped me to think about what I have learned about myself and how I can use it in my own life. The activities are fun and interesting so that students and children like me don't get off task or think they're being punished, but rather stay focused and learn something new at the same time.
Hi, my name is Bella and I'm a student in Mrs. Yerke's 4th grade class. I'm here to tell you what I have learned about Thrively in our class. We do Thrively as a part of our learning in morning rotations. It is really fun. I have learned that I am a creative thinker and have many good ideas when I have to solve a problem. I am also flexible and get along well with each other. This means that I work well with other people, and if there are changes, I always make the best of it. What I like the most about Thrively is that it has shown me what I like to do. I have taken quizzes and found out that I am interested in art and fashion designing. Maybe one day I will be an artist. I also think that I would like to be a teacher someday. Mrs. Yerke thinks I would be a wonderful teacher. The videos on Thrively have helped me learn more about the things I would like to do when I grow up. These are just some of the things I have learned about me. Thanks, Thrively.
Hi everyone, my name is Saida Latham and I have the privilege of being a school counselor at Live Oak Elementary and La Paloma Elementary, so I'm at 2 sites. And I have really enjoyed using Thrively at both of my sites, and as a counselor I always enjoy just using different resources to engage my students. So I'm just going to share a little bit about how I use Thrively. So for individual counseling, I use it to get to know students. I work at 2 sites, 500 plus students in each, and so it's just an easy way for me to build rapport with them faster. So I love using Thrively for that. I also use it when I do small groups. So when I'm choosing small groups, I look at the students' profiles, and then I can see, oh, these are their strengths, this is how they learn better, and that kind of guides my method of teaching as well when I'm doing groups. I also use it, and this is probably my favorite, for conflict resolution sessions. I had a group of students that I was just struggling with, couldn't get them to get along, and one day I said, I'm going to use Thrively. And so I looked at both of their accounts, looked at their strengths, and before I even began the session, I said, boys, I want to show you something super cool. I want to show you your profiles on Thrively, and I showed them their strengths, and actually for both of them, they had problem solving as one of their strengths. And so as soon as I told them that, their demeanor changed and they were just more open to just solving the conflict, and they took responsibility for their actions. So it was great using it as a tool for that. I've also used it for big classroom lessons. So I've talked about multiple intelligences, and it's so awesome to see how kids that never thought they were smart because they weren't good at math now look at themselves and say, oh, I'm body smart, or I am nature smart. So it's just been super encouraging for me to see how they are empowered, and even for them, and now they have an idea about what they want to do when they're older. So it's just been awesome to use Thrively. So for all those school counselors who are thinking about using Thrively, you should do it. It's been a great journey.